I like I talked about this last night, but seriously, my chair is becoming so lopsided because I lean over this way. Maybe that's not really that big of a deal, but I'm afraid like maybe the arm on the chair is gonna fall off or something. Do you like my shirt today? Glitter is my favorite color. So good morning. I have the day off today, and not for any really specific reason of because I'm doing something. Um, so I'm gonna take Jason to school, and then I'm gonna go and do some like go to the grocery store and probably grab a couple of things for Easter, but heaven knows that my kid needs nothing as far as more junk or toys. So I'm trying to do the what? Good morning, Lisa. I'm trying to do the what can I get him for Easter that is something that he actually needs, right? So goggles, swim goggles. Let the fun and games begin. This is me, seriously, right now. I'm on the brink of like just absolutely ripping into someone. So, knowing that, I'm being very cognizant and very aware at who I'm talking to, that I need to not project my frustration, my overwhelm, my trapped everything that I need to actually work on myself today to get rid of on anyone else, because it literally will not go well for them. And it won't be their fault, right? Because it's my projection of the frustration that's going on with me. So let's talk about karma. Karma, she's my best friend. And if we could visually see energy and visually see how our actions affect other people, we would be completely different people. Like, we would function as a society in such a way that we would not do harm to others, because get into the mindset where you're like, behind a closed door, my thoughts, or behind a closed door, my gossip, or as long as someone doesn't know that I did it, no harm, no foul, right? But is what you don't realize is that, well, maybe some of you do, but is what a lot of people don't realize is everything is an energy. Every action is an energy. Everything sitting on my desk is got energy in it. I mean, this Sharpie is an energy. Everything is an energy. Some energies, we will go into the physics of different kinds of energies, right? Some energies kinetic, some energy, whatever, right? But everything has an energy. Things like emotions, those types of energies are more like, we would just use the word there. Let's look at it like this. Those types of energies, like an emotion, let's call it a charged energy. That makes sense to my brain, right? An emotion is a charged energy, whereas like my pen is an energy, but it's more like a stagnant energy, right? It only has energy when I'm like picking it up, but it really does. If we could see it, we would still see that this object has some energy associated with it. It has the energy associated with it of the things that it's made out of it. It's carrying some of the energy from the plant that it was manufactured in. It's got energy from all kinds of things. It has energy from me picking it up. It has energy from lots of stuff. Okay. So it has an energy. My emotions are a charged energy, so I can feel them. When I do something that is potentially affecting someone else, even though I don't think it's resonating. So the easiest example of this one is having a negative thought about someone. So let's say that I'm just sitting here at my desk and I'm, typing along and blah, 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 blah. And I start having a negative thought about a person. And this person is, somewhere else. It's not even really, maybe it's not even really somebody that I really know. And I have a negative thought about this person. if I were to look at this, hello, Rose, I can't wait to see you tonight. When I look at this from like a cognitive human, type of a process, then I'm like, so what? I'm sitting here at my desk behind the walls of my house and I had a negative thought about someone. Who cares? Right? I'm a human being. I can do that. But as what you don't realize is that negative thought, okay, it's an energy, just like an emotion. Without even trying to, you have attached a negative thought to a person. And that's just how the universe works. So that negative thought has the ability to affect that person's energy. Think of it as almost like, you're basically, you create the energy, you create the thought. It sort of has a magnetic effect to flow, because even though you didn't mean to, you associated that negative thought with a person that has now become an intention. Okay. So sitting here thinking, oh, and I have a negative thought about a person. What kind of an effect does that have? Might not really be very big. But what if there are 7 people who have a negative thought about that person? Those energies can combine and really mess with that person's energy field. So when we decide to get with our little girlfriends, we're sitting around having some tea and we want to talk all about, Alicia down the street, and we're gossiping. We're creating a massive ball of energy, massive ball of negative energy that absolutely will affect Alicia because of what we're doing. So maybe we're like, whatever. Maybe you don't care. The problem is that what we give out always comes back, right? And that's where our friend karma comes into place. So if I'm sitting around talking, having gossip about blah, 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 Alicia, and, we walk away, everything's great. I don't think much about it. Well, I have now created this negative energy from my gossip, and I have sent it out into the universe, sent it out into wherever, and everything comes back, because that's the law of physics and the law of energy. So I send that out, and without me even realizing it, I just directed some negative energy back. Now it's probably going to be in a completely different form. So, it's kind of hard to say my gossiping energy about Alicia came back with a flat tire on my car, but in a way, that's kind of how that works. So be really careful about what you're doing. Because if you're like, well, they'll never know, or I'm intentionally screwing someone over, that's even bigger. If you're doing it with intention, karma comes back with her twin sister. And her twin sister resembles a Tyrannosaurus Rex, because you did it with actual intention. And when we're doing things that are harmful with someone with intention, yeah, the universe really, really doesn't like to play with that one. So you're going to get that back. What I'll just say tenfold. So be careful. Be careful what's resonating. Now you are a human being with a cognitive mind. So it is absolutely impossible to run around and not have a negative effect about someone. So, I just do it with intention of bringing that back. Like if I accidentally think something negative about someone, let's say that on my adventures today, even though I will be the one wearing the pajama pants, let's say that I happened to walk into a store and I had a really resonating negative thought about someone. I thought, ooh, she looks whatever, right? I'm going to catch myself and I'm going to be like, ooh, no. I'm actually going to retract that back. I'm going to be like, no, I didn't just send that negative thought out. I'm going to bring that back and I'm going to replace that with the, ooh, I love this woman, her unique personality. I love that she's wearing pajama pants. You rock it. You go. So that's how we do that. That way we're not definitely what goes around. Yeah. What goes around comes around. What comes around goes around. It is very cyclic. The world is a very cyclic place. In the laws of nature, in the laws of energy, in the laws of physics, and the laws of everything. So just keep that in mind. And that is what I wanted to touch on today. So the socks that I'm giving away on Friday, I think they're the pink Easter socks. I'm pretty sure. I honestly can't even remember if I posted it or not. I'll have to look because I don't even know where they are actually at this point. And the socks that I'm wearing today, I'll show those. And I feel like there was something else that I was going to say, but poof, it has lost. Anyway, yes, I don't know what it was. Okay, so the socks today that I'm wearing, these are just fun. These are just fun. They're for my Jack collection, but they have the cool little stitches, right? We love Sally because she falls apart and stitches herself up together. She's just a caring person. Sally probably does have a lot of mental things that she probably needs to work on because she's too much of a caregiver. Did you get the bee socks, Rose? Ah, you were so welcome. Rose got a goodie bag from a retreat that I was so sad I was supposed to speak at, and like literally all hell broke loose that weekend. So I didn't make it. Yay! Ooh, birthday party on Saturday. Fun. That's fun to have a birthday right with Easter. Maybe they don't think so, but I would think that was cool. I'm a turkey baby. So my birthday falls on Thanksgiving a lot, and I think it's fun. You need ideas. I know I'm not the person to come to because I already said to my kids last night, I was like, what should we do? I'm telling Dave too, I'm like, what should we do for Easter dinner? I don't want to cook anything. And I said, so whatever you pick has to be like cooking anything. And because I do keto, I just eating is so simple for me. Like last night, I was just cooking hamburger in a pan, and my kid's like, what are you doing? I'm like, making dinner. He's like, well, what are you eating? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I might just be eating hamburger on some lettuce with some ranch. Like, it's so simple and it's so satisfying to me that I don't want to make everything. So Chayton was like, I know, let's do Papa Murphy's. Just go get some on Saturday, throw it in the freezer, voila. And I was like, oh, not in the freezer, in the fridge. But I thought, that sounds genius. So that's probably what we're doing. We're just going to have a chill. I'm just going to cook some pizza and call it good. We'll color some eggs, and that'll be that. Okay, guys. All right. Well, if you see me out and about today, if you happen to be local, you can say hi. I'll be wearing my purple shirt and my orange PJ pants. Actually, don't say hi to me. It'll freak me out. Okay. So